May I have a half a pound of ham?
Boiled, baked, smoked, salt-cured, sugar-cured, prosciutto, or Westphalian.
All right, forget it. Just tell you what, just give me a half pound of salami.
Italian, kosher, hard pork, beef, cotto, or what?
Just get bologna, mister.
Believe it or not, men today actually do know their way around the grocery store. A recent study shows almost half of men do all the cooking at home, and even more than half do all the grocery shopping. I'm not sure I'm buying that. Companies, though, are taking advantage of this and try to market more to men who are supposedly making all the money decisions. Is that what's going on in your house? Heather Hansen is an attorney and joins us now. We also have our money marketing guru, Bruce Turkel, with us as well. Bruce, I don't know, 58% of men do all the grocery Are they single? I mean, that's the only way that this makes any sense to me. What do you think? Are you buying it?
No, you know what they say, 78% of all statistics are made up on the spot. I don't believe that.
No, you don't believe that at all. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Heather, what do you think? You buy it?
I think it's a possibility. More and more households are splitting labor duties, and that may be something that men are more interested in. You know, on Top Chef, most of the winners have been men.
58% do all the grocery shopping. Okay, well, either way, Bruce, I mean, there is definitely a trend towards men doing more. Even if you think the stats on your screen right now are a little insane, if you're listening on the radio, 74% claim to clip coupons, 77% make the grocery list. Does this fundamentally change marketing? Does this mean that Bruce, rather than pitching to women, does it make sense for brands, I mean, whether it's mayonnaise or it's pancake batter or whatever it is, I mean, should they be pitching down the center to either gender, or should they try and go capture that male audience? What do you think?
I think before they know, they have to do a lot more research. For example, the articles I read talked about men considering themselves helpmates. Now, we can leave out the whole whether that's politically correct or not,
right.
But if you're a helpmate, you're going to the store and you're bringing back what your wife, girlfriend, significant other told you to bring back.
Yeah.
The question is, what happens when men start doing this as their own responsibility? And then, yes, in fact, the companies will change the way they market, the way they label, the way they package products, because men do buy things differently than women do.
No, absolutely. I mean, my husband does half the parenting. I don't think he knows how, the chips or the milk or anything gets into our house. I think he thinks there's like maybe there's a ferry that comes in the night. A funnel, yeah, something like that drops it off. Still, I mean, then is it a mistake? We see more and more companies, trying to market directly to men. You see products out there. You think that's a mistake?
I do. I mean, I think if you're making yogurt in black and red packaging instead of the regular packaging that we've seen before, it's just as much of a mistake as making the Bic for Her pens, which were pink and purple and pastels. I think
you didn't buy any of those. I see those around. No,
no, not my bag. I mean, there may be people who that is going to sell to, but I don't think it's the majority of either sex.
Bruce, give me some products that you think would work. I mean, what are some things that you're always so creative. I mean, Man Burger Helper. How do you feel about that?
I think Man Burger Helper would be huge. I think there's a lot of things you can do. I mean, you can sell Hellman's mayonnaise. How about Lay's could have Brotato chips?
I love
Dunkin' Donuts could have Bro Nuts. You have lots of choices. What they shouldn't be doing, and I think it's exactly what we just heard, putting stuff in black labels because it appears more manly, that is not going to work. But looking at the differences, men buy products that say protein, for example. So if you're selling granola bars, and like Nature's Valley does, you put the word protein on it, you will get more male buyers, just like females tend to buy products that say calcium on them. There are things you can do, but to do these things thinking that men buy beer and Slim Jims and steak, that's a big mistake.
But I don't know, Helen. I mean, Heather, do you think that the protein thing is really about male versus female, or is that about Atkins and the way that we're being trained to eat, that carbs are bad? So you look at a granola bar and you immediately think that's a carb, and instead it's about, I'm trying to find protein. Oh, look, this granola bar that's sweet and delicious that I want to buy is a protein.
Also has a lot of protein.
Right.
I think it's a combination. I think Bruce is right. There are ways to market to men. Their brains are different than us women, and so they think differently. They're problem solvers, which may be why they like grocery shopping and making lists.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's in the colors and in the packaging necessarily.
Bruce, why not go really
We are hunter-gatherers. So going to the store and bringing stuff back makes sense to us.
That's right. Bring back some meat.
You are hunter-gatherers, but doesn't that mean that you just randomly go down the center of the aisle and you're just shoving stuff in there to sort of get out of there as quickly as possible? I mean, do men naturally sit there and read the labels and go through with as much care, or are they just conditioned to just buy the brand that they've seen at home for as many times as they've been there? You know, I see Whisk. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess then they would have to go near the washing machine, but we're kind of assuming they're
that's
doing
a whole
that,
nother
right?
issue. We're not going there.
Yeah. Are they conditioned to get what they've already received, they've already seen at home, or do you think that there's an opportunity to attract new business, Bruce?
I think men, like women, you do have efficiency buyers who go in, take the same things off the shelves every time, and get out. That's their goal. Get in, get out, nobody gets hurt. You also have people who actually enjoy looking at the different products, looking at the different labels. Remember that part of this is because of the change in the workplace, and what they call the man session means that more men are out of work, and that's why they're doing this. In that case, they're going to be dollar conscious, they're going to be coupon conscious, just as much or maybe more so than the women in their family, because that's what they care about. Again, it depends who the audience is, but in general, I think what you're going to find is people are concerned about buying good, nutritious food that their family will eat at reasonable prices, and I don't think that changes as you cross genders.
I mean, do you think it's a sustainable trend? Because certainly anecdotally, I've seen more families where you have the dads at school now, and you have the dads staying at home because more women have kept their job through the recession, and they've taken over the household. Does that stay over time? Or if we ever do pull ourselves out of this recession, do you think that turns back around? What do you think, Heather?
I think it's sustainable. I mean, look at their same-sex marriages where you've got two men who are, one is going to be doing the, cooking and cleaning, and the other is going to be doing the things outside the home. I think it is sustainable. I think that, as Bruce said, it's ultimately individuals who are making these decisions. Both men and women want their kids to eat healthy. Both men and women want their kids to have clean clothes. So ultimately, it's going to be individual decisions making with regard to the marketing here.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.